Welcome back to my channel. I am back with another review. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you all. And let's just get right into this review. So at the very beginning of this episode, Shekinah and Jessica end up going out for drinks with Erica Banks, but Erica Banks had something else up her sleeve because she decided to invite Jasmine, who is the mother of Kirk's child, and then also Jasmine's friend Erica, the one who ended up getting into it at the end of last season with Yandy and Mendeecee, claiming that Mendeecee was cheating on Yandy with one of her friends. So Jessica immediately starts asking Erica if Mendeecee's ever tried to hit on her, and she clarified that he's never tried to get with her, but that he's been messing with one of her friends, but her friend is scared to speak out because Mendeecee silenced her. Now, she didn't really say how he silenced this woman, but she said that basically he has her friend afraid to speak out about their relationship that they had. And Jessica said that Mendeecee's actually tried to get with her niece, and that her niece said that when she asked him if he was still married, he claimed that it was complicated. And so basically they're saying that Mendeecee's is running around here playing games, acting like he's single, even though he's still clearly married to Yandy. And look, I'm not saying that he wasn't cheating, because personally, I feel like he might be, but if they don't show any actual receipts of Mendeecee's acting inappropriate with another woman that is not Yandy, nobody's gonna take what they're saying seriously. There's a lot of talk, but there's no receipts being shown. So Ashley ends up having her sister over to the house, and she lets her sister know everything that's been going on between her and Zayn. She said that she was packing her things to leave because she found out from other people in the group that when he went to London, he was acting very inappropriate with other women, and she felt like he hasn't been taking her seriously, so she was packing her things to leave so that he can see that she's serious about wanting to end the relationship if he can't get it together. But he decided that he would be the one to leave and let her stay in the house, and that he would really work on himself and show her that he still wants this relationship. Now, even though he ended up leaving the house and letting her stay, I still feel like he doesn't take her seriously because she didn't actually end up leaving. She made a lot of empty threats, and that's why when she threatens to leave, he doesn't take her seriously because she's never actually left before. So I think she made a mistake not being the one to leave. I think she should have left and let him stay there because he needed to see what it was like for her to be gone. And look, Ashley's sister is not feeling Zayn at all. She actually tells Ashley that she should have left him a long time ago. And Ashley seems to be shocked at what her sister is saying, but her sister is right because, I mean, why would you stay with somebody who's been playing in your face all these years, wasting your time? And Ashley gets really emotional saying that she's been with him for 11 years and she really does love him. And you know that she's invested a lot of time into this relationship, so it's hard to actually walk away. And look, I understand how Ashley feels because when you've been with somebody for a long time and you really do love them and you invested so much into the relationship and you have all these memories together, it is really hard to walk away from that. It is. That's the hardest part of it. It's actually walking away from somebody you really do love. However, you're wasting your time staying with somebody who doesn't respect you, because during this conversation with her sister, she ends up saying that she doesn't believe that Zayn respects her. So if she doesn't think this man respects her and he's still playing games with her even though she's loyal to him and she loves him, then she does need to walk away. And she was bringing up the fact that they were together for a long time, 11 years. But her sister clarified that it's been 11 years of bullshit. So, I mean, that's the same thing that Rashida tries to do with Kirk. Oh, we've been together for this many years. And it's like, yeah, and you've been dealing with bullshit for a majority of those years as well. So it's just like, are you gonna stay with somebody who doesn't respect you and keeps putting you through this emotional turmoil, or are you going to choose yourself and decide that you actually want to be happy? Tilo and Carly end up going out for date night, and he tells her that he's still upset with her because she made their marriage public. And he claims that the reason why he's upset that she made their marriage public is because they basically eloped with each other, and his mom had to find out through social media that he got married, and he didn't like that. And look, I understand that he's upset that his family had to find out through social media instead of finding out directly from him that he got married. However, it makes me wonder if he's really upset because his family had to find out that way, or if he's really upset that Carly made their marriage public because all the other women that he was messing with at the same time ended up finding out that he's off the market. That makes me wonder that from this conversation between the two of them. And Carly is always competing with another woman over a man because she said that the only reason why she made their marriage public was to one-up T. Woods. Now, T. Woods is Tilo's ex-girlfriend, somebody that he had a baby with, a newborn baby with, that Carly decided to marry him while he had a newborn baby with somebody else. I truly do not understand why Carly would marry a man who just had a newborn newborn baby with another woman. Like, that's crazy to me. It's giving desperate. And the fact that she made their marriage public because she wanted to one up this woman who was having a baby with this man is crazy. Like, I just feel like Carly does the most because she's desperate for a man, and she's always shaming other women because they're single, but she gets into a relationship with men who are trash. And we know that this man must not be any good, and Carly knows this because they started talking about him planning his bachelor party, and she immediately got nervous and said that she wanted to be the one to plan it because she knows what goes on at bachelor parties. And it's like, okay, but if you love this man and you trust him and you think he's a good guy, like you keep telling everybody he is, why do you think that he's going to cheat on you at his bachelor party? And he shut down the idea of her planning it anyway because he wants it to be the way that he wants it. So I don't know about this relationship. I think this is another messy Carly relationship. Jessica kind of has a little bit of a big mouth. I do like that she holds people accountable on their bullshit. However, she has a big mouth because she immediately goes to meet up with Saucy Santana and Rennie to catch them up on everything that happened when she went out with drinks with Shekinah, Erica Banks, Jasmine, and Jasmine's friend Erica. She tells them that Jasmine and her friend Erica were spilling the tea on Mendeecee's about how he's been messing around with one of Erica's friends, and he silenced this woman because he doesn't want her to come forward and put out the receipts of him dealing with her while he's been married to Yandy. And then she also let them know that her niece also got hit on by Mendeecee's, and he said that the relationship between him and Yandy was complicated. Now look, this is a really messy situation. We don't know if Mendeecee's has really been cheating on Yandy. However, even if they do show proof that he's cheating on Yandy, I don't think she'll leave him anyway. She just gives me Rashida vibes that she's going to stay with him regardless. So I think even if they do put out receipts, it's not going to faze Yandy. So Erica Banks ends up meeting up with T Woods, and they're talking, and T Woods is telling Erica Banks about her relationship that she had with Tilo. She said that they met each other, they were actually together, they planned to have this baby, and then he lied to her one day, said that he had to go to Africa to film a movie for Netflix when really he was actually out with Carly, and a random page, a fake page on social media, ended up messaging her receipts that he was with Carly, and says that that's how she found out that Carly was messing with Tilo at the same time that she was. And she said that she was really hurt about it and upset, and she showed Erica Banks a receipt of Carly messaging her, calling her ugly and calling the baby ugly too. So that's messy. I don't know if Carly really did do it because I didn't zoom in on the messages, so I don't know if it was really her, because you know screenshots can be edited. But if Carly really did say this, that's not right. Like, you should not be beefing with another woman, especially a woman a lot younger than you, over a man, especially a man who's probably playing games with both of you. So it's just a really messy situation because not only is she beefing with T Woods over this man Tilo, but she's also beefing with this girl Bunny Rax over Tilo too. So it's just really crazy. Now Ashley is hanging out at the house with her sister. They're having drinks, just having a good time with each other, and all of a sudden there's a knock at the door, and it's little Zayn, okay? And he's not by himself. He has this violinist there. He has a man there holding a container of ice and another man holding a bottle of wine, and he has flowers for Ashley, and he's telling her that he loves her and wants to be with her, and he keeps telling the violinist to play the song, and she plays the song, but she keeps stopping, and the two of them kind of go back and forth about it, which I thought was kind of weird. But he starts trying to woo Ashley in this way, trying to basically butter her up so that she lets him back into the house and they can go back to exactly the way that things were and nothing will be fixed. And at first it seemed like Ashley was falling for it, but then her sister quickly snapped her out of it because she told little Zayn straight up that she feels like he's playing games and that he did this big thing for Ashley just to woo her so that he can come back into the house and do the same thing he was doing before. And I like Ashley's sister, okay? Because I don't think if she wasn't there, I think Ashley would have let Zayn right back in the house again and dealt with his bullshit some more. But because her sister called him out, Ashley ended up talking to Zayn and telling him that he needs to actually prove that he's changed instead of doing something like this. And she told him that he can go stay at one of his friends' houses while she thinks about what she wants to do and while they're still trying to work things out. I do still think that Ashley is going to stay with him, but I do think that it was good that she did not fall for his games this time. Erica Banks is a little bit messy to me, okay? She's definitely a little messy because after she met up with T Woods, she ends up meeting up with Carly, and she lets Carly know that she's friends with T Woods and that she wanted to call her up on the phone so that her and Carly could have a conversation. And Carly clearly did not want to talk on the phone to T. Woods, but Erica Banks decided that she was going to call T. Woods anyway, and the conversation didn't go well because they really didn't have one. T. Woods didn't seem interested in talking to Carly, and Carly didn't seem interested in talking to her, but Erica Banks convinced the two of them that at some point they need to meet up to have a conversation, that she would actually be the one to mediate. And look, I understand she's trying to play peacemaker, but look what just happened to Marcus Black in Love and Hip Hop Miami when he tried to play peacemaker between Ray J and Princess. A lot of mess happened and he got blamed for all the drama, so I really do think that Erica Banks should stay out of it. So at the very end of this episode, Kendra, Spice, Shekinah, Rennie, and Saucy Santana all end up going skating and to catch up with each other. And Kendra ends up pulling Shekinah to the side, and Shekinah starts asking her how things are going between her and Jock. And Kendra said that things are not really going well and that there's always some drama going on between the two of them. And she just doesn't know if she can handle it because she doesn't feel like the relationship is supposed to be this way, especially because they haven't even been married for that long. And look, she's right. Love should not hurt. It definitely should not hurt. And if it does, you probably shouldn't be in that relationship. Now, I do like Kendra and Jock as individuals, but together, I just feel like they're kind of toxic. I mean, maybe they can work things out, but I just don't know. I'm not really seeing that right now. Meanwhile, Saucy Santana is in the other corner talking to Spice and Rennie, and he starts telling them about how Zell decided to call him up after he found out that Brianna lost the baby and was trying to blame him for why she lost the baby, even though he feels like he had nothing to do with it because Zell was the one playing games the whole time. Even though he was with Brianna, he was contacting Saucy Santana, telling him that he wanted to be with him, so he feels like Zell needs to take accountability, and I agree. I definitely feel like Saucy Santana can be very immature. However, Zell was definitely playing games with Brianna. He knew that he was contacting Saucy Santana behind Brianna's back, trying to be with him, and even Brianna said that Zell wasn't really there for her during the pregnancy. So I just don't understand why he's blaming Saucy Santana. However, I will say Saucy Santana does have a point because a lot of people are questioning on whether or not Brianna was actually really pregnant, or if it was a lie, or if it was just for a storyline, because nobody actually saw an ultrasound. So I don't know if she was actually pregnant. I'm not going to say she was lying, but I definitely don't know if she actually was. So then Spice ends up mentioning to Saucy Santana and Rennie that she was actually in the studio with Zell helping him make a song. And that's when Saucy Santana tells Spice that, yeah, he has an issue with it because she's helping him make a song that's a diss track against him, and he feels some type of way about that. And he said that that's the reason why he declined being a part of Spice's cast album that she was producing, because he feels like it's clown shit and it's just a bunch of mess. And then he ends up telling Spice to help Zell make a real song, and that's when Spice starts getting really upset because he basically called her album clown shit. And so she got upset about that, so the two of them start going back and forth with each other, and he said that it was a bunch of drama surrounding the cast album because you had Amy taking shots at Sierra and Bambi, and then Sierra and Bambi taking shots at Amy, and then you had a beef between, you know, Chaotic and Scrappy. So he said that he just didn't want to be a part of the mess. And I understand where Saucy Santana is coming from because there was a lot of drama surrounding the cast album. However, that didn't necessarily have anything to do with Spice. She's just there to produce an album. I don't know why he came at Spice as hard as he did because she really didn't do anything to him. And I can understand her getting upset at him downplaying her music career because that's exactly what he was doing in this conversation. He was making it seem like he's more popular than Spice and that he makes more popular music than her. And I don't agree with him on that, okay? You don't have to like Spice, but don't downplay her as an artist because she actually is very popular. And maybe if you don't hear her music here in the United States, internationally she is a really big star. So I did think that it was wrong that he was downplaying her career. She did clap back at him though and said that her Spotify numbers are better than his. So they start going back and forth, and he keeps referring to her as a bitch. And I understand that he talks like that, but I just don't like watching him call a woman a bitch. I just don't like that, and I don't like that he feels so comfortable doing that because Spice didn't call him out of his name. Not that I heard. I didn't hear her call him a bitch or anything like that, but he kept calling her a bitch, and I just didn't really like it. And I laughed, okay, because Spice ends up walking out. She calls him a one-hit wonder and she walks out. She gets in her confessional and tells him that he needs to keep the fan on him because he's sweating like a motherfucker. And I had to laugh, okay, because he really was sweating. Like, he kept dabbing the paper towel on his face, and he really did have that fan blowing on him the whole time. So that did kind of make me laugh. I was not expecting Saucy Santana and Spice choice to get into it the way that they did, it just got really messy. And poor Rennie, because she just wanted to get out the house and see her friends, because she's been in the house since she had the baby, and every time she goes out with these people, there's just a fight that breaks out. So those are my thoughts on this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you all. And until next time, I will talk to you guys in my next video.